Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you subscribe so you can get updates on my new videos. Okay, so as you guys can see from the title, I'm gonna be talking about my role as a stepmom. And I contemplated this video for a long time. Because I feel like our current situation involves a lot of emotions from different points, and I don't want to talk in too much detail on someone else's emotions and feelings, so I'm gonna try my very best to explain how our situation is set up without, talking too much about someone else's business or feelings. So, excuse me, well, I've known Dawn for about 13 years. So this is like, this has been a long time coming. I'm sorry guys, I really don't know how to say this or how to say things, but okay, so we've tried to be in a relationship a couple times, and circumstances didn't allow that, so that was that. For the second time that we tried and it didn't work, he met Dante's mother and spent time with her, and they had Dante. Now when I got with him, Dante wasn't here yet. Dante was born in October. Me and him got together around September. So it was right before he was born. And I know a lot of people are probably trying to figure out why I even got myself into the situation, and everyone has their own opinion and emotions on the situation, but like I said, it's been a long time coming and it was far beyond that. So truthfully, from the very beginning, I told him, you have to, what I believe is that two parents can be parents without being together, and to have a healthy family, because they are still a family, you have to understand your own emotions and your own feelings, and if you're not happy, your children will see that, it's only but so much you can hide and only so much faking you can do, that for the sake of your kids, I feel like you shouldn't just fight to be together if you're not happy together. And that goes for anybody. That goes for myself. If I wasn't happy, we wouldn't be in a relationship. Of course I want Kenza to have her mom and dad, because I have my mom and dad. I still have my mom and dad, but in the long run, I don't want her to grow up in a toxic environment. Anyways, that was that. And we proceeded to be in a relationship. And then Dante was born, and things were weird at first. So I'm all for being a parent, and before I became a parent, I was all for being a parent. So I was very encouraging and telling him make time for him, go see him. Now what decisions he makes is on him, because that's his son. I can only give my advice and my opinion. I don't make the decisions. So I met Dante when he was 2 months old, and by this time I was pregnant already with Kenza. was I'm pretty sure a lot of people had their own opinions on that as well. But anyways, so I met him when he was about 2 months old. Dante is now October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. A year and 8 months. So I've been in his life for a very long time. I feel like the fight that Dewan has put up to have custody, have visitation rights, the whole nine, like, I feel the emotions with him. I went through the process with him, and that I won't get into detail, but you know, it was a process to get where we are now. And so we get Dante 3 days out of the week, and as a mother, and I feel like even if I wasn't a mother, I'm a very loving and nurturing person. So with anybody's kids, like, I'm gonna make sure you're okay, you're good. If you're in my presence, any of your kids, like, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be fed, they're gonna be changed, they're gonna be bathed, they're gonna be, you know, well rested, all of the above. Like, I will make sure. So of course I've done that for Dante. When I go to the store, like, I make sure I pick up stuff for Dante and Kenza. When I look at toys, like, I make sure everything's neutral, for, you know, both of them. I look up things, like, before this quarantine, like, what fun things we can take the kids to do. Like, everything is about the kids. So I don't know, I really don't want to put people's, like, business out there. Like, if someone were to ask me how many kids I have, I always say 2, because I feel like I have 2 kids. I've raised 2 kids. I've helped raise, I should say. I don't know, the guys, this is a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be, and I really, like, thought that it was gonna just come. I've also been very emotional with everything that's been going on, and, like, that plays a role in it because, like I said, Dante is my son. I might have not given birth to him, but I look at him as if he was my son. So with everything going on, like, I am worried, and I do get scared, and I think about, like, the world him and Kenza are gonna have to grow up in, and how it's, like, not changing, and it's scary. There's been instances where, when I was pregnant with Kenza, I can remember one time we got pulled over. It was me, Dewan, and Dante, and it was like, I can't even explain the emotions that I felt. And I think about, like, what if he were to get pulled over without me? Like, what difference, like, the difference it would be. Would there be a well, you know, like, you never know. So it scares me. I don't want to get emotional on the camera. I've been crying a lot all week. I mean, there's a lot going on, and it's like, we really need to do our part and take a stand and vote where we can vote, and sign what petitions we can sign, and put money towards what we can put money towards. You know, this is something serious, and this is, like, forget our lives, like, our kids' lives. Like, I don't want my kids growing up in what we're growing up in. Like, it's crazy. But back to being stepmom. So I don't call myself a stepmom. I literally always say, like, yeah, these are both my kids. And even if I'm at work and like, they both get in the camera and they'll be like, wait. I'm like, yeah, I have 2 kids. Like, These are both my kids. Like, I don't know. Is it easy being a mom? Okay, first of all, a stepmom or mom, it's hard, you know? But when you get called mom, and like when you're the one that they run to when they need help, or when they're hurt, or when they're tired, or when they're hungry, or when they boo-booed and they need their diaper change, like, and they come to you, like, that makes you feel good, like that you're needed, and they know that, like, you're there for them. Like, that's how I take it. Like, when they come up to me knowing that I can fix whatever it is that's wrong, it makes me feel like I'm doing my job as a mother. Now, I know that I'm not Dante's mother, obviously, but I want him to, like, feel and understand that while he's here, and even while he's not here, like, when he gets older or whatever, that I will always be here, like, as a person that cares for him, loves him, supports him, like, will do whatever I have to do to make sure that he's good. And, like, I've said it 1,000 times, but I never want to take the place of his mother. And I've always, like, kept, you know, my respect for everybody in the situation. Yeah. I think that's all I can really say without, like, putting everybody else's business and emotions into the situation. Is our situation the best situation? No. I could say that. It's not. We're not all in an agreement of something. And while a lot of people might say, like, my opinion or my feelings or whatever shouldn't matter, don't know how much I do. So it does matter, you know what I mean? Like, when you put your all and your love into something, your feelings and your thoughts and your opinions shouldn't just be shut down, and, you know, like, this is two separate things when it's a whole thing. Like, we're a whole family. So I think it takes a lot to be someone's stepmother, stepfather, you know. Loving someone else's kid as if they were your own says a lot. It really does, because you're not, I don't want to say you're not obligated, but, like, that love is strong. The love you have for your kid is strong. And if you're a parent, you know that. So to say that I love someone else's child like that means a lot. But I think that's it. I think that's all I can say. I love that Kenza has a brother. They're finally, well, they fight all the time, but when they first started, like, when Kenza was old enough to start crawling, and, like, they were able to start playing with each other, they used to, like, fight all the time. Dante was not really used to having another baby around here, so they would fight a lot, but now they get along so nice. Like, she learned so much from him, and he's always, like, looking out for her. And they fight like brother and sister. It's like they were just fighting in the bathtub earlier. So, but I think it's cute. You know, I have my brother, me and my brother were a year and 9 months apart, so we were close too. So I like that for Kenza, and I like that for Dante. And especially now that we're in quarantine and we really can't be around too many people, they at least have each other. But I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this situation. I hope that everybody is staying safe and doing their part. I hope that those who are being personally affected, I hope that we find a way to fix this or make big steps to change. And I'm doing my best to reach out, look around, and see what I can do on my end, because this issue is something I think that we all need to take part of. And I think that's it. I'm very emotional, guys. And I don't like to cry on camera, and I don't know if I'll ever do that on this channel, so we're gonna end this here. But if you've watched this far, comment Black Lives Matter. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what else you guys want me to talk about, or anything. Literally comment anything in my comments. Love you guys.